What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lem here for another episode of Love and Hip Hop. I'm so excited because there's some love in the air, but we're going to talk about it. Let's get it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
But she too busy dancing. She too busy dancing. If you guys don't know, that was our code to increase the headphone volume, but Trizzy's all caught up over here.
She's not helping me. Yeah, I'm asking you to turn it off.
My bad.
Thank you.
Unless they weren't sure, that was what, that was what that meant.
I was trying to be subtle.
I let you know ting. I get
Trizzy's over here about to sweat.
I'm like, can you please?
You know how a little ting gets a little ting ting.
You look like you in Jamaica.
I wish I was.
Looked like she was down with the cast, actually.
Right.
All white party.
I wish I was.
Don't come rocking black, though.
She's channeling, right, exactly.
Because you will die.
Because you will.
Like you got a funeral.
Your wig will get snatched.
Wig will get snatched.
Your $20 wig.
Oh
I'm tired. Hey, she talks so fast. It's crazy.
No, it's her voice is like really terrible. I think if she put an A in her name in the treasure, like if she put the A back in there, because there's no A in treasure. Oh. You know that. Yeah, with her name. So if she put the A back in, maybe that would help. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lem here. If I seem a little off, because it's been a while since I've been here, but I'm gonna get my juices flowing, and all that good stuff.
I mean, the Warriors just won, and Lem's from the Bay.
So I am from NorCal. Shout out to the Warriors. Winning. Yeah, boy. So that's what I'm on too. So and I'm sipping this good H2O.
H2O.
It's lit.
That's sparkling over there.
Right. But it's your boy Lem Gonsalves. You can always find me at the Poet Saint all day, every day. Of course, I got my goons with me. You know how we do.
Yeah.
I got my girl over here, who was moving and shaking earlier and wouldn't turn on my sound.
Right.
I
Miss
tried.
Trene Todd, Trizzy.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Trene. Holla at me one time. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene.
Yeah. And, of course, Anchor in the Leg, how he does. Be your own dad extraordinaire.
Yo.
Brought in the gummy bears, which I need you to pass over here.
Slide to the right.
Yeah. Jimmy B.
Take one this time. What's going on? It's your boy Jimmy B, man. Twitter, Instagram, at Be Your Own Dad. I just dropped a sketch today. Go check it out.
Ooh.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
These are like serious special gummy bears. They have like
they got like juices inside of them.
Juices and
You're
berries.
making me crazy.
Yeah,
It's like
we are on point today with the puns, huh?
Right. I'm gonna get with it though. Okay. All right, so I want to first start off by saying I'm super excited. Of course, I wasn't here last week. You guys held it down.
Yeah.
But when I was watching the episode last week, and I was like, went to Jamaica, I was like, yo. They went to a resort I went to last year.
Really?
Yes.
You remember we were talking about that? Wait, so was that the actual place though?
That was a place.
Oh, okay.
That was a place. Some of the stuff I didn't recognize, but they're probably off in the corner. But like the room, I recognized when they first drove up in the thing.
Right.
Even when they got the little drinks when what was it? Kirk and Rasheeda, they got their drink. I swore I saw a boy. I saw him. His name is, I think it's Rasheed. I don't know. But no, I was like, yo, they had the secrets. I was just there for my boys with each other. My boy Reese, who got married there in November. So I was like, yo, they're at the same spot. That's crazy. That's
so
crazy.
they actually did go then. Okay.
They did.
They weren't in a stage on a studio lot or something.
No, they weren't on a studio lot.
Okay.
Like I said, some of the joints, and even where they had who was it? Dropping it low. Your girl. Karlie Redd was dropping it low.
On top of the what?
Right.
What was that song? On top of the sheet?
On top of the sheet?
Yeah, I didn't get that.
On top of the cover? I don't know.
But I remember going to that spot as well. I think it's that spot because it was like the wooden planks. I remember the wooden joints.
Oh, it's like
the
a
bottom
stage?
of the floor. Yeah, well, it's like almost like a pier because it said Pier 1.
Okay.
So there's like a pier in the back. So it's like you walk up and then like there's like the dancing and there's like a bar in the middle and then there's a pier. But it's scary because when I was walking around, I was like, let me just take a stroll, and then you just walk and it turns hood. like right away, but it's still the club. So I'm like, how does it get hood when you're still at the club? Like you go on the pier and it's like crackheads and
you know
like,
what?
It was weird.
It is ironic that you say that because someone told me if you go to Jamaica, stay at the resort or wherever you stay. Cause once you step outside them guidelines, it gets real.
Oh, it gets super real. It gets super real.
Shotters, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
of course we get the chat room to get our P's up in here.
But anyway, so yes, they were there. Which was cool. So we start off the episode, speaking of the club, they were at Pier 1 Club, and Jock shows up, out of spot. I feel Jock is super petty. Like, he gets the petty award for sure.
Yes.
Not only this episode, but this season. I feel like he's super, super petty. Like, metal.
All the time.
More than Karlie?
Yeah.
I mean,
petty
they're
awards
going back at each other, though. So.
Exactly, but I'm like, dude, you a man. Why are you doing this?
You ain't got to stoop that low.
You know what I'm saying?
Because love.
I think it's you know what it is. I'm telling you, man. That little nasty S curl that he keeps keeping in his hair, like I'm just like, bruh, Frankie Lyman, stop. Like I think that's what's messing up his brain.
The R&B.
Yeah, exactly. Shoo boo 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 boo. Anyway, so he shows up with Treasure without an A, and to get back at Karlie, and so they show there, and she's mad. Karlie Redd is mad. She's like, "Why you gotta ruin our trip?"
As soon as he stepped in,
right?
That this man does swim across the ocean.
The swim just to see me.
She is so extra.
She flatters herself so much.
Stupid. Yeah, for real. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
But basically it's an infiltration of all the guys. So first Jock shows up to, try to put Spike. Then we see Walker come out on stage doing his single, and then,
I knew my man had a performance. I didn't know it was in Jamaica, the same exact place I'm staying at.
But it looked like he was on stage for 2 minutes. All right, y'all, what up?
Anybody see him do his own ad-libs, though? Yeah. Walker, bow, 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 bow. Everyone's just sitting down. Bow, bow, stand up, bow.
He's like, I need a grand entrance.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in with my new single.
Right.
Download it on
iTunes. What's it called? Big
something.
Big Dog, something like that.
Big
but
something. Yeah.
I remember when it first dropped, it was a diss to Gucci Mane.
So. Oh, it was.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, Gucci Mane's about to,
Man, Gucci's on a whole. Sadly to say, Gucci's on a whole nother level. It's not even sad to say. It's just facts.
Yeah.
Facts. The most obnoxious thing that Walker's done, and the most romantic thing.
right.
All in one.
All in one.
I feel like it was really like, I mentioned in the opening about the whole love in the air, but it was really a contrast too, because it was this love, but then it was also just it was like the ratchet was wrapped up like in chocolate, like for real, because it was like all this stuff, like the guys are trying to, dude, my favorite was when, because all the guys are showing up, right? And so it's on. It's like you about to get in a somebody here to talk to you, and it's like, and then it pans over, and Karlie Redd's like over there, and he's just over there like
looking like the scrub that he is.
Like he looked like, I don't know what he was doing. He looked like a raisinette, like just over there, just okay.
Yeah, I brought a hat.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm about to talk to you. Like it was just. I don't know, man. Anyway,
I want to talk.
So Rasheeda is not having it, and I feel like Rasheeda is like. I feel like she's, of all the women, I feel like she's the realest. Like she's the one that, obviously, there's controversy with what's going on, and stuff in the blogs about this, that, and the other. But I think bottom line, I feel like she's real. I feel like, and she doesn't like to take the mess, because she walked out a couple of times.
Hold on, Lem. I gotta stop you.
You gotta stop me.
How real are we talking? Like her acting's real, because storyline wise, we all know what this madness is.
Right. Well, that's
fake.
Well, okay. So listen.
So like, is her acting so real that you actually believe it?
Maybe. Okay, so let's address it. Mm-hmm. I remember sending you guys a link that I came across.
Right. Didn't we get that link from you?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I sent it over.
Lem, the hardest working panelist here. You able? Okay, yeah.
I remember sending it over to you because I ran across it, and you see this, and a lot with, you know, these type of reality shows because, you know, things get out of hand because people realize the more you're on TV, the more money you can make, the more your status grows and all this kind of stuff, your brand increases.
That's right.
So ran across this thing where there was basically Rasheeda and Kurt had kind of developed this fake storyline about this whole baby to basically keep themselves in. And a lot of the other players that was involved was also like kind of put in the mix. So
that's sick.
It is
a baby into the mix.
A baby into the mix.
A baby that is just gonna be just like on the TV show.
Right.
She gonna look, or he's gonna look back and be like, "Wow, my
y'all did this to me.
Right. Needed a check, and this is what they did."
They might have to raise him in like England or something, London or something.
I don't think
I remember Eminem. He chose to raise his daughter Haley across seas just because everything that he went through in America, he tried to keep her away from it. So he's like, I'm gonna raise you over here.
Interesting.
So yeah,
that's crazy because but anywho, but I could imagine them in bed together, like, you know, they said they have several businesses together. Right. So they were like, all right, Mona said that we're going to get scratched off.
Right. So we got to think of a new...
All right, now, let's go, Kurt. Come on. Work that, Adam's apple. Let's go. Think of something now. Come on. We need these chips.
No,
hey,
that's not going to work.
Hey, get a fourth earring. Put that in there and see. I guess, okay, so then, I mean, you point that out because I was the one that sent that to you. Maybe it's her acting that's the realest to me because I want to believe her because I feel like everyone else, and maybe she's the smartest ever, because this is how I look at it. I think this is what it is. I'm gonna say it right now. Everybody, I think, is doing extra, right, for the cameras. I don't think in real life these people would be as flamboyant or as petty or as ratchet or whatever as they are on the show. That's what I believe. When the cameras aren't rolling, I don't think that that's them all the way.
Right.
That being said, I guess my deal is, because of what we know about these shows, I feel like Rasheeda is the best at what she's doing or the best at promoting her character.
Well, which is actually good because if you see, she tries to stay away from all the messiness as much as it can.
Exactly.
She shows up to do her little storyline.
Sure.
That's about it.
That's it.
And maybe that's what I get. Like when she cried and was doing all, I mean, I was like, okay,
right.
Yeah. And I guess maybe it's a situation because when you watch a movie, right, a movie can move you. Now, these are actors.
Well, she was on Rosewood. Remember that? Remember they missed.
She was.
Little scrappy court date.
She was on
She
Rosewood.
had to go on set, so she's been getting her acting.
She got that SAG card coming.
Hey man, VH1 hooking it up. What?
So maybe that's what it is. I think what it is with I guess her character will say that I like the way she stays away drama. That's I guess what I'm getting at, if that makes sense. Yeah. Whatever she's doing in her character, I like how she's playing the role as opposed to getting in all the business and She's kind of take care of herself. There we go. So going back, she's out. So Kirk's kind of left high and dry, you know, doing his thing. And then it shoots on over to Joseline, and she has her moment of reflection because she's holding Bonnie. This is the first time I think we've seen Bonnie. Bonnie Bella looking like Stevie J Jr. Put that little poof up there. And so she's reflecting on her life before, you know, you could tell that motherhood is affecting her. It's having a good effect on her. Right. You know, she feels like there's purpose, which I feel like a lot of mothers go through when they have a child for the first time. But she's kind of reflecting on when she had the abortion before with Stevie.
Pregnito.
Right.
No moro.
It's like we got videos to shoot. We got, you know, and she's just like, but you know. And then the second, I'm keeping this baby. You know, it's like,
I'm keeping this one now.
Yeah. So I don't know what you guys
do. What I gotta do.
What do you guys think about Joseline's transition now into motherhood from what we've seen in the past from her?
I think it's nothing but good.
It's nothing new, honestly.
I mean, she's saying she's changing, but she's acting the same way.
She ain't changed.
Until actions match your words, I'm gonna go off your actions.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's good that she does have a kid and she's maturing in that aspect.
Right.
So she's probably going to be more level-headed. Like, she's going to make better career choices. But her attitude isn't going... She's always going to be the fiery, spicy, hot...
That's going to be
knock
her.
them and chuck them.
regardless of kids or
regardless of not.
Yeah.
Kid,
Okay.
she might have the. We see she cursed.
Hold on. Let me slap the shit out you. Wait. Mama, baby, here. Stay there. Come here.
Baby, right here.
Baby.
She's in the BB.
Right. And the body already blinged out. Hilarious.
No,
Swagging out here.
She cursed. She said a curse word in front of the child in the park.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, that's not going to change.
So
That's not going to change. She may not like get like the fisticuffs up. I think she might be on that, like off of that. But definitely, she's not going to change her mouth. She's not going to change her tune. Like all of that. Nothing is that ever going to change.
Baby.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think that that's going to be a factor. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, now that we see her, it's all about Bonnie Bell. It's all about the situation. We did see later that she met up with someone that we hadn't seen in a while.
Lovely Mimi, because she has nothing to do with this show.
Exactly.
You're right.
So
Besides
somehow
having like 1.5 million, and they're like, okay,
right,
promote our show. We'll give you some time.
exactly. So she's back on the show for a hot second. I love how Joseline is giving her advice. You know, you're new to this town.
You just got to ATL,
Yeah,
okay?
you might want to, and I love how whatever, I think it was editing, and she was just like, oh, okay, like, you have told me, I now know.
She looked scared, right?
Yeah.
It did make her look scared.
I think that was definitely editing. I don't think that was her true reaction, but she was. And lovely Mimi, she's messy. I mean, just like a lot of them, she was kind of bringing up stuff and
Want to be the new Karlie Redd,
Wanted,
just like what's her name
right,
said.
Right, because they know.
But I mean, Joseline technically threatened her. I feel like she did. Like it was just kind of like, well, you want to keep running your chops.
Something gonna happen to you. So I can say she definitely checked her.
She definitely checked.
Oh, that happened.
Yeah,
that definitely happened.
But it was uncalled for her to even speak about that, where the kids are. We at the park with the kids.
Which shows baby don't change nothing. Hey, if Joseline gonna check somebody, she gonna check you.
Can we give a shout out to the Cheetos that she was figuring out?
Bonnie loves these.
That baby is 2 months old. I'm not a mother, but I don't think
you're supposed to be feeding them
like Cheetos,
full grown
Cheetos.
Food.
Like that's like breastfeed like age still. Like you don't
she's not even at the applesauce.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's full on Cheetos. The baby's like, Mama,
This
what are you doing? What are you doing, Mama? I'm bugging out. So much sodium.
But it wasn't called for her to be like, so what's up with that? It's like she kind of almost was getting information from her.
Right.
Then she tried to say, oh, I wanted to see if I could hook them up to be friends again.
Right.
Like, why is everybody Captain Save a Friend? Like,
I don't know.
You know?
That's a recurring theme also with this season is that everyone's like, oh, I want to put this together, and with Mimi and the girl I don't like, Melissa, who was like
who does nothing,
right, nothing but show up and like, guys, stop what you're doing. Let's come and feel so good.
Yes,
come together. All right, now I'm out.
Yeah, I know, right?
She goes off to another group. Like, stop it. But I mean, she was, talking out of her head, discussing Tommy. Joseline took it as like, oh, this is supposed to be bonding time, and you want to start mess. So then the checking ensued, and then that was it. So that's all we saw with them. We did see some more of Jasmine because, of course, this follows along with the theme with Kirk and Rasheeda.
I'm in love with strippers.
She rollin', she rollin'. She grind. And shout out to VH1 on the new scene. I don't think we've ever seen a stripper getting dressed, so I think that was new in the collection of scenes that they've done. So
the locker room.
They had work was so good, I got my coins, the easiest way that I know.
I'm like, come on, man. Stop it.
And as she's walking out the club,
right,
they got dude in the corner like, hey, Jasmine,
hey, your mom.
This stalker always stalks me like you didn't know he was gonna be there.
And places.
Yeah, right. 3, 2, 1.
But
Yeah,
I
that
knew
was
they
terrible.
dated in high school. I called that. Remember I called that?
You called that last week?
You know, they just
When he was introduced, Logan.
Right.
He's clearly couch surfing at the moment.
Yes.
Clearly.
What is your take? Because of course, she came back to her crew, right? Rod, her boyfriend. We're gonna big quotes.
Right.
I think just more like business partner. And the other girl who also is
down with the team.
Exactly. So she go back to
On
her
the Rod
crew.
bus.
ETF.
She goes back to her crew and speaks of the situation. Of course, Rod, that guy cannot be your Uncle Rod with the dark and lovely beard. He cannot.
Looking for that sponsorship.
All right. I forbid it. It's not gonna happen. Like, and I love how I always show up holding the baby. Like, stop holding the baby.
Like, man, you are.
Then you are not daddy
Father
daycare.
of the year.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't make
exactly. This don't make no sense at all. Like, this is not baby in here. This is crazy. Like, dude, stop it. Like, stop it. So yeah, they go back, but I think it's funny because he's. I guess my question to you all is: do you feel, knowing how a little bit of what this kind of situation all is coming together, do you think that Logan is like a plant? Or do you think that Logan is maybe saw an opportunity? Because remember, we first saw him, he came to Rasheeda last episode and was like, I could be the father, and came with the name and had a death certificate. I don't know who cares on a death certificate.
Thank you.
But that was kind of okay. But had receipts of that he might be the father. Do you think it was something that add to the storyline? Or do you think he's really thinking that he's the father?
He's an opportunity.
He's an opportunist. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think they were like, hey, do you guys know anybody we can add in here to kind of
spice up the story,
mix up things?
Well, we do have a kid down the block who stays.
Matter of fact, I just got some weed off of him. You want me to ask if he can hop on the show? Your name's Logan. Okay, cool.
Sign the confidentiality form.
Which too, Logan got smacked the shit out of what's her name? Smacked her. Yeah, Jasmine,
Jasmine
got him with a good hook.
Right when she was in the van and then the security came, she's like,
Which too, I don't know if you guys see, she got real quiet when Logan was trying to, get at her.
Yes.
Security comes out of nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah, back up, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, I did
Stop
notice that,
man.
No, I did
Get out
notice
of
that.
here.
I did notice that. Absolutely.
But it was funny because Rod, he totally agreed that she was a hoe, and she was like I'm this hoe, and Rod's like,
Yep, you right. But you're right.
Actually, I was going to tell you that this morning before you left, but decided someone else told you, so I'll just have to agree with them. It was just, I don't know. I mean, it could be an add to the storyline. I mean, obviously, I feel like as we're getting closer to the season closing, they want to kind of come with this. This finale, and the finale is like, who's the baby daddy? I feel like that's gonna be it, and we'll find out the last episode.
On the next episode
Right.
of Who is Jasmine?
They need Maury on this
Right,
show.
right, exactly.
Kiana is.
So yeah, I think that's what they're kind of leaning towards, and they're kind of maybe building or editing or however they're doing with the episodes to make it the culmination. I really want to get to this white party, which was crazy. So we're back in Jamaica, and we see that everyone is at this white party, right? Because the guys crashed the women's thing.
Right.
And so Treasure without an A, she brings up Kiana to everybody. And Kiana is the woman, the other woman in the circle of trust, right? And so she's like, da-da-da-da. And basically, it's terrible timing. It's uncalled for. And it's just bad. But I feel like that's what they wanted. Why else would she be there? Why else would they buy her a ticket to Jamaica to be like, hey, you need to go over there and stir up some stuff? And that's what I feel she was doing. And so she clearly does that. And my thing is, and this is my quotable of the day, I love how, they're like, what are you doing? Why are you bringing this up? And then it's all about women empowerment. Like what?
Everybody knows I'm Jock, Kristen. And I'm speaking out for other side chicks.
Right.
She became the side chick's spokesman.
She was like the side chick ambassador.
Yes.
And I'm like, she needed a sash. And I was just like, what do you, this is terrible. This is terrible. And they straight called her out. They're like, wait, you were doing this, and weren't you?
Everybody called her out too. That's
you were talking about being with a married woman and da-da-da. And it was just really, she stepped in it. like
Jock
bad.
was like, no.
No, what are you doing?
No. Pineapples.
Because it was
Pineapple.
Abort.
Pineapples.
Yeah.
Because it was really just like off level.
It was. It had nothing to do with anything.
Good
Random,
vibes.
yes.
It was very random, very off-putting, like all of that, all of the above.
And then once again, too, it's not even her business to
Right.
talk about it. So
She's not even
why
dressed like
insert
everybody
yourself?
else.
Thank you.
She got a black dress.
She had a black dress on at an all-white party.
She didn't get the memo. Remember we said she didn't get the group
She wasn't
message?
invited.
Man, they had to plan that or something. I don't know.
No, she was not invited. Remember, this is Jock, throwing spite, in Karlie Redd's way.
Jock even had white on, right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
had
Yeah.
white, besides her.
Right. Exactly.
What happened with her?
She's
I ain't got no white, so I'm gonna be the oddball.
I'm gonna be
out.
all out, and then I'm gonna talk crazy. So as a result of her talking,
Shout out
crazy,
to Khalil Boo Boo in the building in the chat room. Was
What up,
popping,
Khalil?
man.
What up, Khalil?
I just had to shout you out one time. My fault.
So it's all good. So this is where it gets crazy. So again, Rasheeda is not having it again.
I'm a scaredy cat. I'm a walk.
This is my cue. This is my exit. I'm gonna take my drink and
I don't know what y'all doing over
so
here,
she's
but
like,
I ain't
"Outta
gonna be here.
And so basically, you see some of the other girls like, no, you don't need to walk out on this. Like, this is our function. Get her out of there. So out of the corner, peripheral, you can see dying, seizing her opportunity, and went leopard style.
Yeah.
And pounced on her. And snatched her real wig, like not just her hair, like her wig.
Her $20
$20 wig, and her head went all the way back, and they just started going at it, and security came, and I was like, wow.
She's like, $20 wig and airport flip-flops.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, what are flip-flops?
Yeah.
Because I've never heard that term.
She's like, this is an all-white party. You dress like you at a funeral. Well, I'm going to go get some butter for my lobster.
I know, right?
Right.
I'll be gone.
But it was crazy because I feel like it was like, it happened and everybody was like, whoa. And then it was like, all right, I'm hungry.
Right.
Lobster
Everyone was
Go
just
back
shocked
up.
and they were like,
exactly.
okay, good. Yeah.
Get out of here. So Jock, escorts her out, and you gotta pick a side.
Pick a side, Jock.
Right.
Pick a side.
And his thing was like, well, I gotta be like, he's gentlemanly. I gotta be gentlemanly.
What would you have done? You gonna let the girl walk away with her weave all dragged out and stuff?
First of all, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation ever. But obviously, that's his guest, so to speak. So he's got to cater to his guests.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't think anybody was mad at him doing that. I think it was just more the situation like, why did you bring her in the first place? Like, you're our peoples. Why would you bring somebody that's obviously not down for us? And I think that was more of the situation.
And didn't even know the full-blown story of that. She was like, Kiana and the baby mama. They're like, what?
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
You don't even have the facts
at all.
Checked off correctly.
Right. He does go back and talks to her in the room, and he's just kind of, scolding her like, I don't know why they don't like me in your mouth or the things that come out of it.
You gotta understand. Or he said something funny. Oh man, wish I copied it down. But yeah, he was like, child, you gotta understand. And I was dying.
He's like, I just try to tell these girls are real. They fake.
Right. I'm too real for them.
He being messy though.
I was like, why are you trying to call somebody fake? First of all, you had a $20 wig on. So you can't call somebody fake and you got the wig jumping off.
Hey,
literally
it was a last
jumping off.
trip.
Yeah, right. She had to get it together.
Last minute.
Right.
So.
But I think she's trying to justify her actions. Like, oh yeah, they keep keying right now, and then afterwards they're gonna be fighting and
on social media and stuff. Yeah, and then everything good off of it.
And I'm all about the real and da 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 da. And he's like, man, no. And she's like, I'm just gonna go. Well, go home.
She started crying.
Yeah. You don't support me, and my thing is what is her real title? Because first of all, she was an intern.
We don't
then
know.
Then she was the assistant, and then I'm like, okay, then you bring her with you, like she's your dates, like she's somebody you kicking it with like that.
Right.
It was confusing because it was confusing. She's crying. She's all like, "You bring me around your exes." Then it's like, no, I just brought you on the trip. Know your place. He told her she needs to know her place.
Right,
and
she doesn't know. her place.
So
could have had some lobster with everybody.
She could have if she would have just kept it cool, but she didn't. And I feel like that's the case. I mean, that's like 101. You going into a situation where you probably aren't well liked. If you start popping off, it's gonna be bad all the way around. It's never gonna be a good situation.
But Treasure, she always feels like she needs to be an advocate for somebody. She said she needed to be looking out for the whole Jock's baby mama.
Right.
Now she feels like she needs to be voicing upon something that Kiana told her at the strip club.
Wasn't she against? When we first introduced her? Wasn't she going in on Tommy? Who was it that she was going in on when we first saw her at the club?
She was going in on Tommy.
It was going on Tommy. Okay, that's right.
And then she had the nerve to be talking about Tommy has a record and everything like that.
Right.
But at least Tommy's not out here speaking on things that she knows nothing about. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And I think Jock, I think his plan, let's just say his plan backfired. I think he was trying to, which again, he was trying to be petty and, bring some in the mix. But at the end of the day, it was a bad move. And I think he was like, all right, these are my peoples for real. You just doing too much. So whatever. And so she said, I'm going to leave. And so he's like, all right, out. So then he goes back with the crew on the boat, and we don't even see her ever anymore. And so they do go out on a boat that Karlie Redd put together, and then we see Dime's boy Sean roll up and
roll up on the little boat or something. I don't know. I think he was just hiding underneath the whole time. Nobody checked.
Backstage.
Everybody just stayed on top of the boat.
But I was just like, where did Jock get these random females? He's like, well, Treasure's out, so hey, you over there? We got a free boat, free booze, bring your ass.
He didn't have another woman on the boat with him.
He had brought those random females.
Did he bring somebody?
You didn't see him with these random chicks?
What did he? I didn't know. I thought they were part of the crew. No,
he was like.
He did.
Can't be mad at him.
Yeah, he had 2 or 3 random chicks with him that he rolls up with, looking like somebody's greasy uncle.
I did see the colors on him. It was white, yellow, green. I think he was trying to be Jamaican.
Yeah, he was. He had the socks.
The socks. I saw the socks.
Yeah, with the Jamaican
those
colors
socks belong on a golf course. Okay.
Yeah. No, it was Jock is a mess. I'm sorry. He's just a mess.
Jock's hilarious. He's a man. He definitely keeps the series going along.
Yeah, he's always doing something that is just really, dude, serious. Yeah, he's just become a caricature of himself, I feel like, in this whole series. But anyway, they do go on this boat. Sean does come up to surprise Dime, which I like the whole, I was never really a fan of Dime, in this whole series. I felt like she was just, again, another, addition. She didn't really connect it to anyone. And she just kind of felt her way, you know. They tried to put Joseline against her, and then when that fizzled, there was really nothing else. So she just kind of built up. She was kind of like what Melissa was, but just she wasn't trying to bring peace. She was just there, just, doing whatever. And so seeing her now with Sean and how it came to surprise her, and she was legit, oh my gosh, where my man at? Oh, he's here, he's here. And so another quotable from Karlie, she got called out quick. She was like, oh my gosh, I cried. And Jock was like, where you crying? Where you crying? She said, I was crying on the inside. She said, my heart was crying. My heart was crying. Karlie, you're so terrible. That's so terrible. My heart was crying.
Right.
Anyway, so then after the boat situation, they end up having a listening party for Tammy, who, as we saw last episode, excuse me,
compound
excuse me, it's this water. Yeah, so last episode we saw her. She had showed Waka, her singing abilities, and she wants to get into some music or whatnot, and so he was really surprised. So she had a listening party there, and they were playing her song, and everybody seemed to be vibing with it, and then we see Sean break out, this ring. And,
raindrop,
right?
Drop top.
Your grandma thing,
right? Now, see, this is what I was trying to. I can't with you. She did say that though.
You talking about your grandma thing? That was cute. It was the accent, It was
you can tell they both from the country.
Girl next door,
right? They both from the country.
They've been knowing each other since he was her mom. I mean, her grandma or mom was his teacher.
Yeah, his teacher. Yeah.
So it was kind of That's your grandma thing. That crazy.
Are we actually doing it? Yeah.
No,
I'm engaged.
It's my grandma thing.
This is my grandma thing. This is my grandma thing.
I got the grandma thing on
Oh
my thing.
my gosh. Oh man. No, it really was. It was one of those moments. Like, we don't get too many of them, but I thought it was a genuine, cool moment between them two. And it wasn't like, to me, like, obviously it was on camera or whatever, but it's not like this is a hookup. Like, it was not Karlie Redd hookup where, you know, she got the red and they proposed and she passed out or something. Like,
it was genuine.
It was like, it was real deal. They've known each other, even though they said off and on been together, but they've known each other for years and got that connection from back home. You know, so I felt like it was a cool thing to do, and she was, you know, crying, and, you know, I felt like those were real
tears. Like,
definitely.
I crashed my $500,000 car.
Right, and I wasn't even thinking about the car. I was making sure my baby was, you straight?
Yo, I'm gonna use that though, because he was like, that was the moment he knew he was in love with her, when he crashed the car and didn't worry about the car.
I don't care about the car. Is my baby good?
Is my baby good? Yeah. Then I knew I had to put a ring on it.
Nah, but I definitely think it was a good look for Dime, just to go off of what you were saying, just to show that side of her. Because up until that part, all we saw was either her arguing or or fighting or going on dates with young Jock or something. You know,
press on nails.
Right.
Now we see the real deal.
So now we see, you know, her in a place where everybody can relate to, you know?
Right, exactly. We do end it with Jock apologizing.
Well, he said, I ain't gonna apologize, but you gonna get this.
That was on the boat. That was actually, that was
died. He was like,
I did miss my thing was, I did not expect that, because that's going back to when they were on the boat. Yeah. And they were finishing up on the boat. And he was just like, and I thought he was going to be like, you know, I want to be with you. You know, and he's like, yo, girl, I'm going to give you this D tonight.
And
everybody was like, Walker's face was like,
I love how, like, when it went back to her when they were at the Lizard party, and she was just like, so he didn't give me the D.
Like, I gotta confirm. Hold on one second. He didn't get the D, and I still didn't get my apology.
Right, still didn't get my apology. But he does apologize at the end of that, and I don't know how real that was.
Just trying to
I think that was
get
just
it in with her.
Just getting good
like
graces.
That apology was
I don't think. Yeah, I think he just What was that? That was terrible, yo. That was sound like a dead cat. Like, that was terrible, dog. Anyway, so yeah, he apologizes. Whatever. I think it was just a nice tuck to the end of the episode. I think they'll be bickering the next day. I think it's whatever. I feel like they both are, you know, a situation where they don't really want each other. You know, they want to get from what they can get from each other, if that makes sense. So anyway, but it was a nice gesture nonetheless. So that was our episode. They're going to be in Jamaica again. So they're extending this whole Jamaica thing. And then we see, you know, some issues coming up later, kind of back home. I'm interested to see, because my thing is, I'm looking at this whole Karlie Redd and Caesar thing, right? Caesar, Black Ink, those of you that watch VH1, Black Ink, you know Caesar, he's one of the cast members there. I love how she says he owns a lot of tattoo shops, you know, tattoo shop owner, like putting extras on it, you know, like just say Caesar from Black Ink. That's all you need to say. Just Caesar from Black Ink. That's all you got to do. But we do see in the next, in the previews that, you know, it comes back when she was at Jamaica and doing her Thug Thizzle dance with her ex, you know, and how he was, you know, being the laughing stock, like, look at your girl. First of all, I'm thinking, like, okay, you with Karlie Redd, so what are you expecting? Like for real? Like,
good point.
So anyway, but I'm just interested to see, like, you know, where is this going? Is this going to be like just for the show, like, and then when the show's over, they're over? You know, I haven't seen anything as far as, and maybe anybody on the live chat can chime in, but anything like that's going on in real time, you know, in the blogs or, you know, on social media or anything like that.
As far as I'm concerned, they are still together.
They are? Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So interesting how that like kind of develops and continues. But yeah. Anything else y'all got to say?
Well, it seems like one of the kids is going to try and mollywop Joseline next week.
Oh yeah, Stevie J's
daughter. Yes.
You ain't gonna fight your stepmom. She's like, oh, I won't.
He's like, you can't beat me up, little girl. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
You could tell that there's definitely some resentment there for sure. Because even when they had, I feel like that's real. Like when he was talking to her and. Like, yeah, you know, Bonnie Bella and, you know, Joseline's like, no, we don't want her. We don't want her around her here at all.
Nobody wants her around.
Yeah. And then Mimi. Yeah, Mimi, he's talking about
getting take it to the court.
Take it to the court. Well, she was
to the courts on the
she
brother?
was firm.
Come on now.
She was firm. She said from day one, do not bring her around. And she was, and you know, Stevie's like, oh, come on, you know, he's always try to get in where he can fit in.
I'm the bad
Come on, it's Bonnie Bella. Come on, you know. Yeah. And Mimi is like not letting up. Like
no, she's right.
not letting up. She's like, I do not want her around my daughter. You bring her around my daughter, it's gonna be.
I don't rock with this bitch. Shout out to Khalil because he does an impersonation so good. I don't rock with her. Mr. Khalil.
For real. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but we got a few more episodes before it gets into the finale.
Empanada and Karlie Redd pop off.
Empanada.
Oh yeah, so
Karlie Redd.
Estelita. Oh, Estelita.
Yeah, the new signed talent.
Right.
Karlie Redd, and then Karlie Redd ends up what?
Oh, that's when she throws
some
the
drinks
platter.
On her.
She throws like
she's like, why don't you like me?
Yeah.
Because I don't. Valid reason.
She is. But Karlie Redd is good for that though. Like, what was the other one?
Because I can, right?
Yeah. Because I can. Like it's like Karlie Redd. Come on, you gotta work your lines. You gotta come up with something better. Like,
you're getting a bit too old to be throwing drinks.
Yeah, she was throwing. She threw like a cheese platter or something. Like.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. So she gets. I don't even. But why was she? I didn't even get. Well, it's preview, so they don't give you everything. But I was just trying to figure out why she upset at her. Like, what she got to do with anything?
I think Estelita was like, yes, I am his new talent, and why are you so concerned or something?
Oh, and like checking her or whatever. Yeah. Got it.
And don't forget, Estelita got some spice to her.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. We've already seen.
She's not afraid to clap back.
She's already disclosed that.
Right.
She has shown her that side. So for sure I mean, if she's talking to Karlie, I'm sure it's going to come out. Most definitely. Let's get into quotables.
Yeah.
But we want the the other music for the quotables. So we want news and gossip music, please, sir. Yes.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right.
Well, I have one. Has she been elected president of the Mistress Gang?
That was a good one.
That was good.
Mine was Young Jock's. I believe it was. Girl, you gotta understand.
It sounded like
the way he said
like
it was
sheep,
so
like
funny. Yeah.
Well, I gave 2 during my thing, but of the 2, I feel like the women empowerment thing was funny because I'm like, you cannot try to spin this. It's like, it's women empowerment. Like, I'm just trying to, you know.
You know what? That's like what Amber Rose is trying to do now. You know how she broke the internet.
Yes.
Oh,
you see the pic with the fur? Yeah. Everyone's saying she's doing it because she wants to get her name out there more. And then she's saying she's doing it to promote her slut walk, which is coming up again.
Right.
Got it.
And she was like, hashtag women's rights or something.
So, I mean, as a woman, where do you stand with that?
Yeah.
This whole treasure thing with this whole he took the vows is not the side chick's fault. Mm-hmm. You knew that he was married. So the moment that he's trying to slide in your DMs or trying to take you out to eat or whatever he's doing, drop it. You're married. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Need more women
Get away.
Trizzy.
Get away from me.
But that's real talk.
Married.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
She tried to spin it as if she was the victim.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
And then, just like Trizzy said, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Because it doesn't make any sense to me how, like, women think that he's going to leave his wife for you.
That's another one.
He's not.
Well, that's why you get shows like Real Side. Was it Real Side Chicks?
Side Chicks.
That's a show.
I don't want to believe that that's real.
I believe it's. I saw an interview.
What's
like
it called?
Real coming. It's coming out. It's real side. I can't remember the city. Of Pittsburgh or something. I don't know. Like, that's not
where
right.
Nothing happens.
Right. It's not that, but it is a show, and it's like I saw previews. I believe it's a real show coming. Like they had like at a real news, like a really radio show, and they were interviewing them, and it's real side chick, like a real like Real Housewives, but real side chicks.
Is this where television is going to?
I'm telling you, man. And what they're saying, when they were being interviewed, they were like, well, you know, it's both of our boyfriends, because they're saying like he's with both of us, and so they justify, you know, the whole situation, and so it's a trip. Look it up.
I saw it, and I'm
just
not,
like shaking your head, not here for it.
I only know one person who is succeeding at this, and that's D-Ray Davis. But I haven't checked into his situation.
Where he had the two girlfriends.
But he's
or
got
whatever.
2 girlfriends and everything. So that's the only person that I know. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. What was that Drake line? What's his name from the Sixers? Lil Will. I got 2 girls like Lil Will or something.
Oh, he did have 2
that?
girlfriends. Yeah, he did.
Oh, so
and they were okay with it.
And they were good.
Or just be the Taz Angels. Whatever.
Floyd
make it work.
Also he be having 2 girls at the same time too.
Floyd? Well, when you're goddamn rich as a...
But the thing is, though, I don't think that anyone wants that situation. Like, I think...
Women these days?
You think?
I don't know what's going... I don't know who they looked up to. Must have been Marilyn Monroe or something. But they're comfortable...
Where did you go to Marilyn? How'd you get way over to Marilyn Monroe, dog?
But women these days are comfortable as in, I'm not even looking for a man, but I'm down to chill and have some fun. That's what they're looking for. So when they end up in the situation of there's a guy and he's got girlfriend 1, 2, and 3, they're like, hey, let me join the crew. Y'all think I'm playing? Hey, man,
it's
real out here in these streets.
All right. Well, let you tell it.
Right as look, Jimmy.
Like, watch out now.
Right butt.
Well, he said it himself, Mr. Gummy Bear Man. That's what it is. But we do want to thank you for tuning in to our show. We got more Love and Hip Hop coming up in the following weeks. We're getting close to the finale, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do the whole reunion with the 2 episodes in July. So, so we got some more time with you. But, again, thanks for tuning in. You can catch me, Lem Gonsalves, always at the Poet Saint, all day, every day. You can also check out my website, stayonthemic.com, and you will see more of what I'm doing. Treze.
Stop. You can find me. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene.
Treze. It's your boy Jimbo Laddie. Got more legs than he got body. Twitter and Instagram at Be Your Own Dad. Go check the blog, beyourowndad.blogspot.com. It's always popping. Yeah, guys.
There it is. Until next time, we'll see you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.